Hi everybody, it is Saturday here, so I have been busy this morning. AJ and I say we had our friends over, Abigail and her husband and their daughter, and the kids made a mess everywhere and played for a good hour and a half, and then I started like picking up the back bedroom because the spare bedroom is just like a catch-all. It still is. I don't know where I'm going to put half that stuff, but I haven't cleaned up. I don't know if I'm really going to clean up today. What I plan on doing, the spare bedroom is basically about as good as it's going to get. I also switched out the TV. I'll tell you what, I don't know what was happening yesterday. It was the strangest thing ever. Brittany and I put on a movie off the Fire Stick, and we were sitting there trying to watch it. I paused the movie to go put some food in the oven, come back to the TV, play the movie, and from that point forward, the TV just kept turning itself off and on, off and on, off and on, off and on, off and on. I even asked like Shanna, one of my good friends, like, what should I do? Because she happened to call during that time, and she's like, go turn the breaker off and see if it still does it. Maybe you had like a power surge or something. So I did that. I had to pull the refrigerator out because that's where the breaker box is behind the refrigerator, and I killed the power to the house, and it made no difference. We got everything turned back on, and the TV just kept going on and off, on and off. Brittany had a TV that she was bringing over anyway because she doesn't watch TV at her dad's house. So she went and got the TV, her TV. We took Ryan's TV down, and I know he's going to think I did something to it, but whatever. I didn't do anything to his TV. I don't know why it kept going on and off. Like, we plugged it in. I have no idea. I felt like he was outside the window with the remote just turning it off on us. That's what it felt like, because there was no explanation for it. If you guys have ever had that happen or know what's going on, let me know in the comments. Another friend said it could have been a short in the cord, so maybe that's it. I don't know. I sent a message to Mr. Hershey and called him yesterday, telling him that I needed daycare paid and I needed diapers and wipes. And Mr. Hershey said, Ryan said he wasn't paying daycare because it wasn't his week. Normally we do it every other week, but you know, I just paid all the rent, so I don't really have it. But he did take over a box of diapers and wipes to Laura's house just a little bit ago, and I'm very thankful for that. And it will certainly, you know, help. And I'm not really trying to like communicate with him, but it would be nice if I could say, hey, AJ needs this or whatever, but I'll just go through Mr. Hershey and leave it at that or whatever. You know, I don't plan on like trying to take advantage of anybody. I don't want really his money. I want him to be a good dad when he does see AJ, if he does see AJ, and I want him to help financially support him. I never like to go to court, and I normally wouldn't go to court, but I didn't have a choice, so I'm just going to ask the court to assign whatever child support, take it out of his check, and he don't have to think about it, and I don't have to think about it, and it's just done. He has a good job, and he works for good people, and you know, I know you guys have seen his work van. He doesn't really have a license, so his job is understanding enough that sometimes they let him drive it to, you know, do different jobs. Sometimes they've let him bring it home. Today he went and got diapers and took them to Laura's, and I was very happy to hear that he did that. No communication with us or anything like that, and all I can do is try to move forward. I think the reason I'm not upset is because I personally feel like I've been doing it all except paying all the bills on my own. Like, the house, the baby, all that kind of stuff, I've been doing on my own for a long time. And I don't think he actually realizes that besides the terrible stuff, the mundane, everyday stuff, what's the point in having a partner if they're not helping? Like, they're supposed to make your life better and they're supposed to help. And I wasn't getting that. So I feel like, you know, it's stuff I've already been doing and I don't feel weird. There has been a few times when I have felt a little bit strange in the house by myself. I heard some noises last night and it kind of intimidated me, and I was already almost asleep, but I got up and went to the edge of the door. I made sure it wasn't AJ, and I didn't see anything weird. I just heard some noise and I just went back to bed and all was well. So today I'm just around the house. I was going to my cousin's tomorrow. She had some out of town guests come in, so I'm not going to go tomorrow. I think I'm going to go the following weekend. And I think today and tomorrow are just going to be about spending time with AJ and getting projects around the house done. And the truth is even if I'm like cleaning the patio room, which really needs cleaned up out here, everything needs to kind of get changed and made nicer, because I feel like if I get it cleaned up, I can keep it cleaned up a lot easier if it's just me. AJ, by the way, will just play with random stuff while I'm out here, and he'll be out here with me, so it doesn't make it incredibly hard. Laundry is very hard putting it away with him, because when I put it in the drawers, if they're still open, or I, you know, am standing there kind of folding it and putting it in at the same time, he'll pull stuff out. So that's a little complicated to do with him, but he definitely can get up and hang out with me. And I need to check the pool. I don't know if I'm going to leave that up. Right now I'm thinking I might just take it down until maybe next weekend or whatever. And I think I will end up at the park today and tomorrow with AJ. I don't want to spend any money. I have to be careful with money. And I thought about going to the pool because it's like $7. But I didn't do that today because it just wasn't a necessity, and I have lots of stuff going on here. I am going to edit some of the vlog from last Sunday with the haul and maybe some of the food that I made with Brittany. I don't know how much I recorded. That's when Ryan was passed out, when you see that footage. And you will notice that I was in a good mood. Like, we weren't even fighting that day. And Ryan's sister got arrested like a couple weeks ago, and she stayed in jail for like 7 or 8 days, and he told somebody else that we were arguing over me having to go pick her up. I didn't mind going and getting her, and we weren't fighting about her at all. In regards to the family, I just don't see the point in keeping like any kind of everyday contact. So I blocked most of his family on Facebook except his father. And I get along with his dad. He's a nice guy. I know that he wants a relationship with his grandson. And I know that I will continue that relationship with him. So I blocked everybody else. And that everybody. I just couldn't do it anymore. And I'm really hoping that as time goes by, Ryan and I can be civil with each other and make arrangements for him to see AJ during sober times. And if he doesn't want to stop drinking, that's on him. But I'm not ever going to allow AJ to be around him drunk again, or the other kids. So, you know, I was talking with Brittany last night, even about AJ's birthday. Like, how do we handle his father? Well, we don't have to invite him if we don't want to, but we can send him an invite if, you know, by then things have calmed down and he doesn't drink during that period and he leaves when the party's over. And we're going to try that if everybody can be civil. If we can't be civil, then I don't know how we're going to manage this. And I don't want to like try to strip him of his rights or anything like that, but I just don't want AJ around him when he's drinking, and I want happiness for all. And I think happiness for me just means doing things as much as I can on my own, not looking for any kind of relationship. I do not want a relationship with anybody. I'm not looking to get into a romance. I'm not looking for any of that. I just want to focus on taking care of my family, working hard, and making the house nice, and spending time with all the kids. That's really all I want to do. I'm not really wanting to be with anybody, so I know it's going to mean like some lonely times here and there, but I'm okay with that. If I get lonely, I'm going to pop on the camera and hug and kiss my baby, and life will be fine. So that's where I'm at today. The back deck back here, the patio, really needs my attention. It desperately needs my attention. So I'm really hungry right now. I'm going to go make something quick to eat. AJ had pancakes and sausage this morning before Avery and Abigail and Jordan came over. And I've got to do the litter boxes and vacuum for sure. And I really want to clean the desk area up and maybe switch it around. I'm not sure. I love it out here, and you know, this couch was Laura's, so I'm just going to keep it. It's tore up. I shared that with you, but I keep a blanket over it, and I'm just going to do my best to clean my house and do the projects that I can get done on weekdays. I do want to record like a morning routine video. My mornings are different. Like I said in the car talks video, I'll try to link it up top too, in case you haven't seen it, and at the end of the video, of this video. I'm switching up my routine. I feel like it's the only way to make a new kind of normal, and that's what I have to do. So I'm just switching up my routine. I'm going to share a new morning routine, hopefully by the end of next week. I'm not sure, maybe in the middle, but I'm going to try to get that video done and share with you how I've been dealing with my mornings this past week. I've just like completely switched everything up, and I just got to be strong, and I have that focus right now. And I know that AJ's dependent on me, and so are the teenagers, and that's my drive. So I'm going to eat and work in this patio, and I'm not going to show you it beforehand. I'm just going to get busy, and I'll share with you what it looks like when I'm done. Can you guys see AJ? He is out. Completely out. He sleeps so much. I don't know if it's something I should be concerned about. I don't know. He's just a sleepy little boy a lot, and I know I could just go in there and wake him up, but I don't really think that's going to do him any good. So he's napping, and I can go make some food real quick just for me and feed him when he gets up. So it looks better out here, much, much better. It took me a while to. I have that blanket, I washed it, and I just don't want it stretching out my laundry line. So I have it hanging there, but I still need to do the ceiling fan. I'm going to do that this evening a little bit, and I'm washing out Romeo's dishes as well. I finally got Rowan's little artwork done. I also have the pool drain kind of leaning up the house right now, and I have the sand and water table cleaned up, and all these toys and that litter box. So I'm going to mow the grass probably tomorrow, but it was wet right over there where the pool was, so I'm trying to let it dry out today. And AJ really doesn't like the sand, so I'm just going to do a water table on both sides just for the time being. So while AJ is sleeping, I am getting the kitchen floor mopped. And here's something I didn't tell a single person. not even Brittany or Laura or Abigail. The next afternoon after everything happened, so Monday afternoon, once I got AJ home, he came in here without his shoes on, and he stepped on a little shard of glass that I did not get swept up, because Ryan cleared a little half wall I have, and I have a lot of shit broke. A lot of my cactuses broke, and I thought I got all the glass up, but I didn't. And just that moment of having to hear AJ cry and get glass pulled out of his foot for no fault of his own, you know, it just made me super sad. So I did sweep the floor many times since then, but it really needed mopped. Like I said, there's no making this floor look clean, you guys. There's no making it look clean. I'm seriously thinking about getting new flooring, measuring, and just having Mom get it for like Christmas or my birthday or something, and laying it down if we're going to be here, because I hate how it looks. I hate it. But it does hide dirt still. It always looks dirty, no matter how much I mop it. And today I'm just using the awesome orange from Dollar Tree. It's doing a fine job. So another job I want to get done, which I'm going to do right now while the floor is drying, is this basket of shoes. It just looks so tacky, and I hate it. So I'm going to move that to the closet. I have Ophelia on TV right now. It's a great movie. It's the 2019 Ophelia. You guys should check it out. But I'm going to get that moved, and this needs mopped as well, so I'm going to mop this too. So that looks a lot better. That's AJ's little elephant chair. It's so sweet. He'll get more use of it out of here. It was in my bedroom. He really uses the beanbag chair a lot. And then I have my shoes in the closet, and I got all of Brian's hoodies out of that closet. There's quite a few, and I'm just bagging them up until whenever he can get them. Anybody can come pick them up for him, or they can stay here till I guess he gets a spot or whatever, but they're going to be bagged up and out of the way. I just been kind of gathering anything of his up and put it in a pile, and you know, that way it's easier just to get him all of his stuff and not have to really think about it, because while I'm doing all this cleaning, I'm just kind of gathering his stuff up too. So Jackson's been hanging out with AJ while I took a shower, and they've been having fun. AJ's wound for sound right now. So right now it is about 8:40. Jackson came over from 7 to 8 on his break, and he played with AJ while I took a shower, which I was so grateful for, because I was such a mess. And now Brittany's at the house, and I'm running over to Laura to get the diapers and wipes that Ryan dropped off. We have enough diapers for a few days, but I just used the last wipe maybe an hour ago, and I'm just going to run over here. She's very close to me, and pick them up and head right back home. Got the diapers and wipes. Laura wasn't even home, but I'm glad I got these, and I'm glad he dropped them off. It's the right thing to do. Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday. The kitchen is clean. I am so happy about it. I need some coffee. So let's get this going. Get a cup. So Brittany and AJ are still sleeping, and I've already been in the garage doing a few little things, and this is the Aldi's coffee, by the way. It's so good. And now I need coffee. It's one of my favorite coffee cups. A little water to help cool things off. So AJ is right over there. I know it looks a little messy in here. It's simply because it's stuff I'm getting ready to photograph for Facebook. Jackson is back and he's helping me out by mowing the backyard, and I'm so grateful for him doing that. AJ's just love watching him. No, stay here. Don't go out there. So I have all of his little items that go on, like the jumperoo and the walker, washed. So I just have those up here drying. And we all need to eat. Jackson, myself, and AJ. AJ absolutely loves biscuits and gravy, so that's what I'm making, and it'll hold us over for a long while. So I'm going to go ahead and get this going and keep doing my little jobs around the house. Is that popcorn? Is that popcorn? Are we gonna have, no. Are we gonna have popcorn? No. No. Hi. AJ just got up from his nap and we're having a popcorn treat. You ready for some popcorn? Jeez. Mommy loves you so much. It's kind of got the bedhead going on right now, but that's okay. AJ loves my shoes.
You're funny.
No, I lost one. Your mommy help? No?
You're so funny,
He sits there and
AJ.
gets them on.
On your way. Let's see. Let's see it.
So cute. So we had beef pasta for dinner, mashed potatoes, and peas. AJ got a hold of my fork, so that's what he's using right now. And Brittany, I, and AJ ate dinner, and there's plenty for leftovers, and AJ's just going to finish it up. So here's lunch. I just, I'm getting it ready. That's the way I save money, is I just don't buy lunch out very often. I do buy it sometimes, but it's rare. And we had one orange that's already, or a little clementine that was already peeled, so I'm going to put that in a baggie and take that too. So right now it is 9:15. I just got out of the bath in jammies. I got my clothes ready for tomorrow, and I got AJ's clothes and stuff ready for tomorrow. I need to get his shoes out, but I am just about done. I also have diapers over here for daycare that I'll be taking in the morning. Sometimes I put them in the car the night before, but I don't think I'm going to do that tonight. I'll just leave them here and grab them in the morning. Really happy with the kitchen again tonight. And I do have some laundry right there that I'm not going to worry about. Right now in the washer I have just our little rugs. I'm going to throw over a chair to dry, basically while we're sleeping. Hi everybody, so here I am. I know I haven't been in front of the camera very much today, or yesterday, but I looked terrible all day. I didn't put any makeup on yesterday or today, and I just didn't feel like being actually in front of the camera very much. So I thought I would wrap this vlog up, talk to you guys a little bit, and get myself to bed. I want to be asleep by 10:30, so I have basically an hour to finish editing this vlog, and if I don't get it done tonight, I'll finish it tomorrow night. So I've had quite a few messages on Instagram, and I thought I would just address a couple little things that seem to be reoccurring. Some of you guys think that I'm doing so good, and I'm not like really showing any signs of being in pain or hurt or even angry. And you know, I'm not angry. I'm not. I mean, I should be. I'm past being angry. I'm just sad. It's definitely not what I wanted. I wanted AJ to have his mom and dad in a healthy, happy relationship, and us to live together and raise this beautiful little boy that we brought, you know, into our lives and into the world. It just breaks my heart to realize that's not going to happen. I think part of the reason I'm handling this better than even I would expect is a couple of things. Number one, I was already doing 99% of everything on my own. I mean, he did help with the car a little bit. He sometimes took the trash out. He mowed the yard. And he helped give AJ baths. That's pretty much it. And he didn't even do the baths like every single night. And I think I'm not even going to go there. I'll just let that be. So anyway, I was doing 99% of the work anyway. And I felt like him just sitting there and drinking was really taking advantage of, you know, me going to work and having to do so much at home, and him not helping at all. It was hard. And so I think I'm just kind of used to going through the motions of taking care of the baby and do my best to take care of the teenagers and keep the house going while working 40 hours a week. So I feel like I haven't had a big adjustment in that. And the other reason I feel like calm is because I was ready for this. I, like I said, did not want this, and I want to make that very clear. The life I wanted for AJ and the life that I have now is complete polar opposites, but I think the life I wanted for AJ will turn exactly into what I wanted in the future. And I don't mean with somebody else. I just mean as I get more grounded into being a single mom of 3. It's a hard title to kind of swallow because I'm not like really there, but I know I have to put my kids first, and no matter what he says, nothing's going to matter unless he stops drinking. And even if he stops drinking, it would be years before he would be right to be able to be in a healthy relationship. So I think I've just made peace with the fact that I have to handle things. And if I'm going to have to do it on my own, which I am, I just want to do the best I can and give AJ everything he needs along with the other kids and do a good job at work. It is scary thinking that so many kids, and there's only 3, but I do have an ex-husband with Brittany and Jackson, but the kids are really relying on me to keep the house and to keep up with their schedules, and obviously AJ's relying on me basically for everything, and it's a lot of weight on your shoulders, and all I can do is do the best I can. And I really believe the bills will sort themselves out, and I'm just going to have faith and do the best I can. And, you know, I have people betting against me that Ryan will be back in a week, or hell, he's probably here now, or whatever. But that don't really bother me because, you know, there's always going to be skeptics, and I'd probably be a skeptic too if I was watching my life and me take him back after so many, like, offenses or moments that were horrible. So I think I'm just going to, you know, focus on my kids and not worry about any of it. That's what I mean. I mean, you know, so many of you guys just think I'm just doing so well. And I am doing pretty good, but it's just because I've already been doing it. And I didn't understand that when Laura and her now ex-husband split up. She was just doing everything so good. And she wasn't crying and she wasn't upset. And I was just like in shock. But here I am, what, a couple years later after that, and basically feeling what she was feeling, like relief. And so I'm okay. And, you know, honestly, where he pulled my hair back here, he pulled it right in here. It's still like so sore on the top of my head. But it'll heal and I'll be okay. AJ's little cut foot, he's fine. And he'll be okay. And Brittany's fine and Jackson's fine. I saw both kids today. Jackson did such a good job mowing the yard, and Brittany came and had dinner. Jackson had to work till 10, but she had dinner with us and hung out and just had a good day with us. And she left just a few minutes ago to go to her dad's because a lot of her stuff is there as well, and she wanted just to get ready over there in the morning for school. So it's more convenient because she drives Jackson to school anyway. But so I do plan on getting a favorites recorded. I'm really excited to share some of the items that I've been using and loving. And I also plan to continue the car talks. You guys seem to like that. And it's just like little gaps in my time when I can film. So I'm going to continue those. You'll have one up either Thursday or Friday. And if you're new here, I am not always a train wreck. Some people think I am, but I don't feel like I am. And you know, I mean, please get subscribed if you're new. There's lots of other videos and it's not always so messy, but you have to kind of go through the bad to get to the good sometimes. And I'm just going to stay positive. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to get subscribed, like I was saying. That link is down below. And follow along on Instagram and on Facebook. And I hope you have a beautiful and blessed week. Bye-bye.